What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my spaceship. I created this artwork today and I wanted to make a quick video on how I made this. We will be using some elements from the last video, so make sure to check the last video. Also a cool light technique from Ducky. I leave the link in the description so you can check a little bit more detailed video from Ducky. So let's go. So this is the file I created today. As you can see, we got a couple of elements from the last video, and I placed the head in the middle with like some metallic and roughness textures. Let's recreate this one and maybe we make an even cooler piece. Okay, we got a fresh brand new file. Let's select everything and delete it. Press N to show the sidebar. We are going to create a new female model, generate new human. To make this a little bit quicker, we are going to randomize the face till we got something we want to work with. So let's use this one and click Finish Creation Phase. And we can use some default expressions that are available in the human generator. And we want to close the eyes, so we choose blink left and blink right and drag all the values to 1. Okay, and we only need the head, so we are going to delete everything else. Select the model, press tab to get into edit mode. We are going to use the face select and select the loop around here. Press X, delete faces, and now you can just click on a random face on the bottom part of the body and press Ctrl L, so all the linked faces are selected, and now we can delete them. Let's get back into object mode. We are going to right click on this one and convert to mesh. And since there's a lot of stuff from the human generator, we can select this object, get into edit mode again, press A to select everything, click split and then click separate by selection. And now we can delete all the other stuff from the human generator because we don't need this. So let's just delete everything. Okay, and we also want to delete the shape keys, so just select the model and go over to the object data properties, to shape keys, and click on this little arrow here and delete all shape keys. We also don't need the vertex groups, you can just delete all groups. And we also want to close the bottom part, so select the object, press tab to get into edit mode. Now we use the edge select, double click on one side of the face and click Ctrl F and use the grid fill. Okay, now we got it closed at the bottom. Okay, let's get back into object mode. We are going to create a new plane. Press S to scale it up a bit. And we are placing the head on the plane. You can also scale it up a bit and rotate it. Let's duplicate our workspace. Right click duplicate. We want to work on some materials. We're going to drag us a new window and use the shader editor. Select the plane. Press N to hide the menu, create a new material, and I'm going to drag a concrete texture in it. Okay, I placed a concrete texture. You can use whatever you like for this. You're going to drag the color into the roughness and create a new color ramp. Place it in the middle and drag the metallic to 1. Let's see what we get. We can change the render engine to cycles. Let's get back to our first workspace, create a new area light. Just place it on top, give it a little bit more power, like 100. Select the plane. And we are going to control the roughness with the color ramp. Let's leave it at this for now. Get into world settings, make the background black. And we can change the area light to circle. Okay, let's duplicate this workspace again. This time we are using a 3D viewport in the right window. Let's create a new camera. Get into camera view. Let's lock the camera to view and find the first spot. We're going to change the resolution to 5000. I'm going to rotate the head again. If you press R twice, you can move it in every direction. Okay, let's delete the materials and use the material we just created with the roughness. And let's use the color ramp again. I just opened the file we created in the last video, and I'm going to copy these elements and paste them in our file. Okay, scale them down. And let's hide the flower. And we can rotate our head again. And place it somewhere in the middle. Now I'm going to play around with the objects we just pasted and with the camera. Let's use the same materials on our pasted objects. And we can also play around with the color ramp again. I'm going to decrease the power of the light to somewhere around 40 and change the color to a light blue. Let's make it a little bit more purple. And I still need to find a good angle. I'm going with this one now. Let's add an HDRI, so we are going to the world settings, create a new environment texture, hit Ctrl T and drag the color into the background. Okay, I got an HDRI. We are using a hue and saturation node and get the saturation to 0. And you can also search for light path and mix RGB. And place the is camera ray into the factor and change the color 2 to black. And we are going to change the background strength to 0.2. And I want to create a little bit more distance between the object and the light source. So I'm dragging this up a bit. We can also go into the color management and play around with the exposure, like -1 for example. And we should make the material a little bit more darker. Now we can increase the area light. Yeah. Okay, we can now place the flowers. And let's change the color from the flowers so we can bring in another color to the piece. You can just duplicate the material. Let's make them a little bit more orange. Okay, I'm in Photoshop now and we are going to create a new image for our light source. This technique is from Ducky. I'll leave a link in the description to the video from Ducky. He describes it a little bit more in detail, but we are going to create an image now, a black and white image, and just type some stuff here. And create some lines. Okay, let's use this one. I'm going to save this as a PNG and import it into Blender. We will create a new area light and change the spread to 0 and increase the power to 1000. Now you can use the shader editor and click use nodes and drag your file in here. Okay, when you dropped in your file, you can press Ctrl T for the node wrangler, drag the color into the color, and use the objects from the texture coordinates, drop them into the vector, and choose your light source. Now you can change the color from the light to something red. And we of course need to drag the area light a little bit up. Now you can play around with the light and place it where it looks good. Even increase the power. Okay, I moved the camera around a bit, changed the position of the flowers and also changed the position of the new light source. So before I'm going to render, I'm gonna change the sample size for the render to 300. And we can also go to the color management and change the look to something like high contrast. And you can also play around with the exposure a bit. Okay. I'm gonna use -1.25. And yeah, that's basically it. That's it for the tutorial. If you like this one, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Peace.